and looking at me. I mean, and maybe she recognized me, and I'm a thought criminal, and it's like a jailhouse rat or something. And I get down there, and there's one sign that says, "Please stay off. Please stay on the path." In certain areas where they've planted trees or whatever. I mean, you'll see one of these signs every 200 yards or so. And so we get down the little creek, and my kids are there dropping rocks in and going, "Ooh, look, and look, oh, fishy." And I hadn't seen the old woman and her husband stalking me back there for a while because they were leaving, and they turned around and came after us. And this lady comes by with her husband. He's walking behind her. He doesn't talk. She's giving all the orders. And it really hit me. I mean, I know the feminist program. I know how it works. But my God, man, it's not all women, but it's certainly these women. We come back. I'm going to finish this story, folks. It gets so weird. I mean, it gets weird. And the population is all being dominated. They want to dominate somebody. They want to boss somebody. And I'm telling you, this is one big plantation. You've got house slaves everywhere. And I guess they don't like a halfway good-looking man with, great-looking children. And we were all out having a great time, and they were all real quiet. Everybody was real, we're in trouble.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
One major world crisis away from having a totalitarian type of system.
The main event is the wholesale destruction of the world economy.
The push for every nation on the globe to identify and number all of its citizens.
Friends, I hope that you will order Shadow Government from Infowars.com. We also have some specials where you can get some of our other films half price when you order Shadow Government. A new level in production quality and in information. It exposes how a cashless society, surveillance, beast grid of total control is being put into place. This film needs to be seen. Everybody needs to get it. So order yours today. Show it to your friends, your family, your church, your neighbors, your boss, your employees. Shadow Government, ladies and gentlemen. Get your copy at Infowars.com today. Shadow Government. It gives Big Brother a black eye. Available at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
Okay, so I'm about 500 yards down the hike and bike trail. And everyone of like 8-9 groups that came by me were neurotic weirdos. Now, my children in a little stream going into a bigger stream down a little hill are sitting there, and these Kids run up, probably 7 and 9, 2 boys, with their mother giving orders and marching around, the husband behind her being real quiet. And she's like, "You're not allowed to get in that water. This is environmentally sensitive." And the kids are screaming, "I hate you, I hate you." And you can tell she's never disciplined them, and they're doing all this weird stuff. And they're like, "Those kids aren't supposed to be in there." But like I'm not there, but saying it to her husband and kids. The husband's not talking. They go on down the path, and you can go down some gravel to a larger stream, and my 2 bigger kids go down there. I'm up there with the toddler playing in the stream. Oh, look, leaf down the stream. And then I look back over my shoulder, and that old woman's walking up looking at me and going, and walks by, and her husband's going, the old man's going, like that, like, And I'm thinking, no, don't be paranoid. This can't be happening. And then the other family comes back, and the wife's going, "They're not supposed to be down there. They're not supposed to be in there. No, boys." And the guy pulls out his iPhone and starts taking pictures of me and my kids, and is sitting there going, and they've got these, what's the thing we showed? It's a big website the government promotes where you tattle on environmental crimes. New website allows you to tattletale. And it's not even things that are crimes. It's leaving lights on in businesses. Remember we showed that about 2 months ago? And I don't know what he was doing. He was taking, and I'm not going to have a confrontation. I know the creek goes on down, so I get my kids, and I go further down into the woods. There's nobody around here. I can be here on the side of the path and let my kids sit there by the stream, and which is everybody does, except this body snatcher day they weren't. There's no rule against it. And here comes the old lady again. She's following me, and then she'll walk past, and she's off in the woods looking at me, and they're talking. And then some more yuppies come by with their kids, and I try to talk to them. They stop right beside me, and I'm like, "Oh, look, pretty streams, a lot of rain this year." And they're like, "Are you allowed to be in the stream?" And now it's really getting weird. And I didn't talk about it, but about a month and a half ago, I was at the Port Aransas jetty, and it's concrete paved about half the way out. I mean, it's like walking down a sidewalk. And it's my mom, my dad, my wife, and my 3 children, and I've got the toddler on my shoulders, except when she wants to walk, we'll let her down. And it's a still beautiful day. Pelicans are fishing, catching fish, and it's just so beautiful, and we're out there. And people keep walking by going, "Is it safe to have that child out here?" And after the 3rd or 4th time, I said to a lady, it was always women, I said, "Ma'am, do you see all these other people out there with kids? My dad would take me out here. This is a jetty. People come out here and fish. It's a giant granite jetty, concrete paved. I'm taking my kids out. I've got it on my iPhone. We ought to load that up and show it with pelicans flying around, white and brown pelicans. And it was so clear you could see sea turtles swimming around. Dolphins were everywhere. I mean, it was just beautiful. And then my toddler tends to fall asleep at about noon. She's not really taking naps every day now, but around noon. So she's on my shoulders. We're walking back the 150 yards or so on the jetty. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and she's conked out, falls asleep with her head resting on my head. And people start running over going, "Is she okay? Did she get hurt?" And my mom's been noticing this. She jogs on the hike and bike trail, and she has a French bulldog, and they naturally have bobtails. And she has people say to her, but like she's not human, they'll run by and go, "What did you do to her tail?" Or "What did you do to its tail?" And this happened a few times when I had a dog who got out of the fence. He's dead now. Helmet, German Shepherd, Irish Setter mix. I had him back in college. He died just a few years ago. And he got out under the fence, got hit by a car, and I knew he had escaped, so I was running out looking for him, driving around, found him about half a mile away, laying up on the sidewalk, bleeding, hit by a car. And I took him to the vet. They wanted to amputate his leg, thought he would die. I said, "No, don't amputate it." I'd give him massages and stuff, and most of the leg came back, and he'd swing it when he ran. I mean, it got, so this would happen, and they'd say, "Oh, what's wrong? Is there something in his paw? Did you do it? Did he hurt you?" See, these are control freaks, and they're all environmentalists, you'll also notice, because they have to say everybody is bad. Yeah, it's called EcoSnoop, ecosnoop.com. EcoSnoop is not Big Brother. And then it's got them tattling on everyone. There it is on screen. Good job finding that so quickly, guys. In fact, you might want to pull up some of their videos where they're tattling. They're going, I'm here at this rest stop, and it looks like these bushes are untrimmed. That is environmental.